She's so fine. Hell of a hell of a blows my mind. Hell of a hell of a lights my day.
What's good, guys? It is noon on Saturday, January 21st, 2023. This video will be regarding the Shanquella Robinson case. And specifically, there are a couple of things that I think need to be straightened out. Just from reading through my comments. And when I see something that kind of gets said more than once, I'm like, we might need to iron that out. So I just wanted to take a second to speak on a few things that I've been seeing lately that I feel like need to get cleared up. Now, first and foremost, Villa Linda 32 is a one-story villa. The only thing that is outside and on a second level is a barbecue deck with outside access only. That's a very common thing in Mexican homes, to have a patio type area on the rooftop. Now, it was also said, and I saw somebody did a whole video on this, and I was like, the lies, that Villa Linda 32 had changed its name. That is not true at all. I don't even know where that came from, to be quite honest with you. But let's take a look at that. Now, this is coming from the Villa Way website, and it is clearly titled Villa Linda 32. All right. It is, in fact, the same villa that Shanquella Robinson and her traveling companions, if you will, were in. This is coming from enjoymexico.net, Villa Linda 32. You can see it there plainly. You can also see the photograph there that we know to be the pool there, along with the amenities. Okay? Now, this is the only place that they could have gotten this, and had they just used their noodle, they might have figured it out. But it says ocean view with beach access, beach club access, Villa Linda 32, and it's coming from planetofhotels.com. It is clearly the same villa. And underneath that is caption, Villa Lanada 32 is situated on Padre Kino 32, Fundadores and Laguna, only in 4 kilometers from the center. Well, Villa Lanada is Linda. So I don't know if that's where that came from, but that's the only thing I can find on that. So let's go ahead and nip that in the bud. This villa is still titled Villa Linda 32. All right. Now, there's been a lot of discussion about Lucy, the housekeeper for Cabo Villas. And I say to those people each time the same thing. Where did you get this information? Could you please direct me? Because I want to see where they got this information. Because I will almost bet you money that it's coming from YouTube channels or blog sites. Because as far as I am aware, and I have researched this case every day since I heard about it, I have yet to see Lucy say anything other than Shanquella was found naked in her bathroom. And I take that so serious to even go on my community post yesterday and correct my own self. So, because all I knew was that she was found in the bathroom. But when I saw that yesterday, I was like, oh no, I've got to go back and say that, because that is important. And the reason it is so important is because it shows that from the point Lucy found her to the point the doctor found her, somebody put some clothes on her. So there's that. That's why that is so important. So I will say again, if you say that Lucy came at X time, Lucy was never late. Lucy was this, Lucy was that. Please tell me where you're getting this information, and please be very cautious where you are hearing this information, because I would be interested to see where they are getting that information. You got to really watch people, guys. It's unfortunate, but it is the truth. Now, I had someone say something in the comments about Gerardo Zuniga and saying some negative comments, which everyone is entitled to their opinion, but just keep it respectful. And typically it is kept respectful. But this, I thought, I can't let this go because it's not true. And so I definitely wanted to speak out about it, saying that they didn't believe him because he said that Shanquella Robinson was found in 3 different places in that villa. And that is not at all what he said. What he said is that the investigation file for Shanquella Robinson has her being found by 3 different people in 3 different locations. So I want to explain that just a little bit better so that maybe if somebody doesn't understand that, they can understand it this way. When Lucy came in, she found Shanquella naked in the bathroom. When Nazir did his Instagram live, he said that he found Shanquella in the game room. When the doctor came in, she said she found Shanquella in the living room with clothes on. So there's 3 different people who found Shanquella in 3 different rooms. So that, if you really just think about it in logical terms, that proves that she was moved around that villa. If 3 different people found her in 3 different places, that proves that somebody is moving her around. And I want to touch on this fall just one more time. This fall information, or staged fall, or alleged fall, I should say, is not something that came out in the last week or two. That didn't happen. This has been out there since November or December. So I'm not sure why people are just now hearing about it. When I heard about it, I read about it first and foremost in a Mexican newspaper. And I also heard it again in Gerardo Zuniga's live, which I did play a clip of in my last video. So it's not something that just came out, or that would be kind of suspicious. No, this was out when we started getting fed information. It was in the information that was coming out. Now, I have seen people who have fallen on level ground, either from tripping and falling, slipping and falling, tripping over their own feet, and to be quite honest with you, and excuse my French, but they look like they got the hell beat out of them. So that's why when everybody was saying, oh, why didn't the doctor question these physical injuries that she had when they called her for alcohol poisoning, that was the first thing I thought. Well, the reason she didn't is because they had told her she had fell. Now, do I think that the doctor should not be held accountable? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because if she was told that Shanquella Robinson fell, she should have immediately immobilized her. I'm sorry, there's no getting around that. And so I believe she was negligent in that. And also, specifically, negligent in doing 14 rounds of CPR on her. Which probably proved to be fatal to Shanquella Robinson. I just want to remind you guys to please pay attention to where you're getting your information from. There are people out there that are spreading rumors like wildfire. And so when someone says something that is kind of bizarre to me, I will message them back in the comment section and say, could you please direct me where you found that information? Because I want them to go back and look and say, oh, I got this from a YouTuber, or I got this from a blogger, or what have you. And they didn't show me a receipt where they got it. It's a theory that they had. And that's what happens in these cases. People insert their theories, and we don't need that. We do not need that. I have a theory myself, but I will not say it because I don't want anyone to get it confused with what the facts of the case are. I'm not going to do it. So just please pay attention to where you're getting your information from. Another thing that I keep hearing is that Shanquella was dead at X time. We don't know that. We do not know that. And if you want to go off of the paperwork, that's really not true. Even though we know that the death certificate now has to be modified or redone, I'm telling you guys, I had someone in the comments saying that how could Shanquella, someone had actually believed that someone had chopped her head off. So guys, please pay attention to what you're being fed. If they don't have a receipt or something showing where they got this information, you have to take it with a grain of salt. You just really do. So it bothers me because a lot of people who are already confused are getting even more confused by these theories and this sensationalism that has been inserted into this case. So all I ask is that you please pay attention to where you're getting your information from. And I'm going to end the video on that note. Thanks for watching, guys.